What's up, guys? We got another eXp testimonial today with a very special guest. We are going to break down the decision-making process, the thought process, the concerns and hesitations that a lot of agents are going through right now that are going to be future eXp agents and owners. And we're going to break down today our guests and what he went through and where he's at today and where things are going for him and his team. Without further ado, we have Wilmont Berry, who is a team owner in Columbia, South Carolina. And I am excited to break down his story and really dissect what not only is where he found success with eXp, but also those concerns and those hesitations that I know a lot of you are that are thinking about going to eXp and how you can relate to Wilmont's story. So without further ado, Wilmont Berry, everyone. Wilmont, tell us a little bit about your story, man, all the way back to as far as you can remember.
Oh, wow. Well, man, hey, so just to let people know, man, this is not my first brokerage. So I've been to two other brokerages before I came to eXp. But just a little bit about myself, man. First, I'm a dad. I'm a husband. Proud about both of those. I got my beautiful wife, Jessica, two girls, Savannah and Journey. That's my why. So we're not even getting to that part yet. That's my why. They're the reasons why I do what I do. A big reason why I'm in real estate. But yeah, man, came to eXp. Mainly one of the main reasons, man, was because of the mentorship that I received. You know, they took me under and they really gave me the ability to grow. And that's really big for me, man. Just having no ceiling to what I can do in this business at this brokerage.
Yeah, let's dive into that a little bit. So I want to go back to when you first saw eXp for the very first time. So you did not know about eXp. It comes into your mental awareness. When was that, and what were you going through as a real estate agent at that time?
Wow, it's so funny, man. I think when I saw it, I saw this guy. His name was Kinsley. His name is Kinsley Mickle in Columbia. And I saw eXp and I was like, oh, it's just another brokerage, right? Didn't really give it, any thought or whatever. And then one of my good friends, he knew Kinsley, and he said, man, I just want to connect you two together. And I just started talking with Kinsley, and Kinsley was helping me with some things, and I told him where I was, and he just really came at me, a genuine person. Just wanted to help me see me succeed. And I was like, man, why is this, why are you helping me like this? I haven't received help like this from nobody in the industry. It was kind of like, hey, you out there on the island, go sell a house, and man, he was giving me more information than my own broker was. So that's kind of how I got introduced to eXp. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think of these heavy, hard-hitting recruiters, and every company has people that aren't perfect and at the top of their game and all that stuff. But I think there's a lot of that at every brokerage, and you found someone that really played the attraction game more than the recruiting game, just coming from a place of value. So I think that's really cool. So
yeah.
When did he first bring up the conversation, or did you ask about eXp?
I think what was funny was I think I asked about it because I was just curious about, different brokerages at the time, because I wasn't as happy I wasn't happy at where I was. I felt like I was getting my feet under me, but I still felt like I wanted the ability to grow even more. But I mean, I just wasn't getting it at my current brokerage. So just out of curiosity, I asked about it, and he just pointed me in the right direction and gave me some more information about it. And I think, man, it took me about 6 months before I made the jump. So I tried to find something wrong with it.
Yeah,
Like I tried to poke holes in it. I was like,
that's
man,
what I tell people to do.
yeah. I tried to poke holes in it, man. I was like, man, well, what's wrong with this company? And that's what I tried to do, man.
Any smart person would do that. I would hope that they would do that. So
yeah.
that's good. So
go ahead.
I want to break down one thing real quick because we're going. I want to slow us down real quick. We're going to get back to where we're at. So let's go back to when you asked about it, and you said you were kind of going through some pain points at your brokerage that you were at. We don't need to name any names or any of that stuff, but let's talk about like what were you struggling with? How long were you a real estate agent at that point? Let's talk about that real quick.
Oh man, so not very long. I've been in the real estate business for about 3.5 years now.
Okay.
So I've been without. At that point, I was with my second brokerage. One of the reasons it leads into this question. One of the reasons I left my first one was because I didn't feel supported, you know?
Right. Support.
Yeah. Just getting into real estate, didn't know my right hand from my left, you know? So great as can be. So I got to this one. They gave me some more, you know, but I was hungry. Like, man, I wanted to know how I could build, you know, not just sell homes, but how can I maybe expand and build a team or something like that. And that wasn't going on at my prior brokerage. You know, everybody was an agent out for themselves, you know, trying to be the top producer, trying to have the highest pending and most listings and you know, I was seeing that, but I just felt like, you know, everybody was kind of for themselves.
Yeah, cool. So you were kind of looking for where there was a little maybe more community and bigger growth opportunities and things like that, which is typical. I think when people are looking for different models that allow that kind of collaboration and growth. So let's talk about once you sort of started looking at that stuff. So you were someone at this point where you were kind of open to a different opportunity, looking for your third brokerage pretty much, and you were in contact with this individual who was sharing some value. When he first brought it up to you, you asked about it. Like, how did he portray it, or what did he give you a video? What happened there?
Yeah, he sent me the video. But well, you know what? That didn't come until later on, man. You know, to be honest with you, he introduced me to another person that he's still a mentor to me today. And these guys just really poured into me, man. That's probably the biggest reason why I'm at eXp is because these guys just poured into me. I knew, and I kind of have that same passion for people as well. I want to pour into them now, you know, because I knew what was done to me and I want to give them that same impact. Yeah.
That's so cool, man. I love that. And that's part of the collaboration model. It's contagious. Not only is there great opportunity in it financially, but there's great opportunity having experienced something like you did. I had a similar thing happen to me, you know, kind of on a searching discover journey. And, you know, I was looking for change in my business. And I found some guys that poured into me and spent time with me. So I think that's really valuable for anybody that's at eXp that's watching this and they're looking at better ways of, I like to say, attracting, right? I know some people love to say recruiting, and people say, you know, recruiting is caring for someone and their goals in their life and all of that stuff. And but I love the attraction type of recruiting where you do come from value. That's a reason we have a lot of the things that we have. And it sounds like you're very similar in that. And I want people to take away, if you want to come here and whether you want to recruit and attract agents or not, I always like to share, you know, it's hard whether you're at a brokerage that has this type of model or not. If you knew someone that was struggling in their business who was a friend, or someone that was a friend or family that was looking to get their license, if you loved where you were at, you would share. And you don't have to be a recruiter to take advantage of additional revenue streams in this business model. If you love it here and you share. So I always like to joke on these testimonials, like, what? You're selling homes? I thought I just recruited over here at this company. Are you sure?
Yeah, we got, now you got to sell the houses now. So, yeah.
So cool, man. So this guy obviously was like pouring into you. And then what was your first, like, when you looked at it and you were just like, what was the first thing that stood out to you that you were like, this is cool? I've never seen this before. This is a cool opportunity. What was that?
I think my decision was already made, but then when I saw the video, right, it kind of just blew my mind when I saw the video. So it just sold me when I saw the video. So, but I think the like I said, the value was there from them seeing that, hey man, if you came, you know, we will be able to pour more into you than what you're receiving. Um, but just understanding like, man, you know, there's possibilities out there for me to not only earn money from, you know, my real estate sales. I think the biggest point I remember was, man, how many real estate agent retirement parties do you go to? And
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I've never heard of that, but that makes so much sense. Like, man,
Right.
I know, like just doing your normal job, like at selling homes, man, you building towards that day, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. At eXp, there's lots of opportunities, right? There's so
exactly.
many ways that you can get paid at
Yeah,
eXp. And yeah,
right.
I can't think of, I've had agents that I was a part of when I first started real estate. And I got introduced to team models at Keller Williams and stuff when I first started. And I was talking about things that traditional brokers had never heard of. And I was giving them ideas on
Mm,
stuff. They're like, I think I found my exit. And they've been doing real estate for like 20, 30 years. And they're
wow.
just now thinking about this stuff. They're
Yeah.
like, I think by talking to you, I found my exit strategy. I wasn't even at EXP yet.
Yeah.
But it's the whole mentality sometimes. It's just like, there's no end. It's just selling homes, which is fine, which is great. But I mean, at some point, you're not going to want to sell homes forever. Most of us are not going to want to sell homes till we're 100 years old.
I don't want to sell homes till I'm that old, man. Yeah. So definitely EXP gives you an opportunity. A lot of different opportunities, man, to just, you know, build for that day, you know, when you want to walk away. So
Cool, man. So you saw the value, hit you like a ton of bricks. You saw the opportunity. What was it like once you actually came over? What was some wow factor? Like you got here and then you're like, I knew about this and I didn't realize this was this good,
mhm.
or I didn't even realize this. Anything like that come to mind that once you got over here, what did you experience?
So so it's funny when I transitioned, I actually was doing real estate part time. Um, I was a insurance adjuster,
Okay.
so I was had my full time job and then also selling homes after I got off work, or maybe sometimes, you know, um, and so that transition period, and then also as soon as I came to EXP, that's when I decided to go full time as well. Man, that was a challenging time frame for me because I really figured out understood what it meant to put in the work. Um, and
Yeah.
when I put in the work with the guys I was under, did my homework. You know, they say, hey, you got to make these amount of calls a day, got to send these amount of messages a day, you got to make these amount of videos a day. Um, it I really grew in that time frame. And it really showed me like, man, wow, just the value of them just pouring in. I'm going back to that again. Just the value of them just pouring in, the education that we had available to us on a constant basis. I mean, I couldn't watch as much education. You know, I don't have time for it. It's so much. Like, so
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest thing too. If I wanted to get better at something, there was a, you know, probably some type of training going on during in the world that I can go to, you know. So I think the education part for me was like, wow, I knew it was good, but I didn't know it was this good, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah.
cool. Well, it's financially incentivized too. So it's not just, we talk about this all the time, you know, at some brokerages, maybe not all other brokerages, but at a lot of other brokerages, especially more of the traditional brokerages, they have really good training. Everybody has their training.
Yeah.
But when you're really trying to get down to the nuts and bolts of stuff, there's really no financial incentive for that other agent that who might be that top producer to stop and want to spend time with someone and be like, just go talk to more people, man, might be the secret sauce at some point, right? Just talk to enough people, or, this is my listing presentation, but to actually break it down, spend time. There's this financial incentive to help people. The collaboration is for me and that's part of the training, and where I'm trying to relate this to is like that collaboration is so potent. It is the best of the best secrets in real estate that these guys shared with you worldwide, and it spreads like wildfire, man. It's crazy.
It does, man. I use this, man. When you win, I win. With my agents, I want to see them succeed. Like, I really do. Why? Because when they succeed, I succeed.
Right. And that's just not something you're saying that it fills you up. It does that.
Oh, it really does. Like, and I found probably my second passion, man, is just being able to help them.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I didn't realize, how much fulfillment I get when I help an agent and I see them succeed and I see them seeing progress. So I want to see them kill it. When they close on a home, I'm rooting for them, just because, I know that, like, man, hey, when they win, I win as well. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think anybody does. That's natural. I think that's why a lot of us, I talk to a lot of new recruits that are looking to get in the business. And I think the number one thing they say, that just shadows everything else, is I want to help people. I want to help people find that perfect home. I want to help people. That's why we got in this business. Because I think that feels good to, I know it does, right? But I think that's why people use that as their reason for wanting to get in this business, because there is a lot of financial incentives in this business in general to make good income for yourself and your family while you help people. And eXp's tapped into a whole other level of being able to do that. So I'm glad you brought that up and we dissected that. I want to go back just a little bit when you actually were coming over, like you were right there on that fence and you were coming. What was your biggest hesitation? That thing you were trying to poke holes in the most?
Probably, I'm trying to think back, probably. And some agents probably don't have this problem because I wasn't with a brokerage for a long period of time, like, and developed those like relationships inside the brokerage like that. I think sometimes that might be a hang up. That wasn't a hang up for me, right, per se. But I just really wanted to make sure I really wanted to make sure my next move was a move that was going to be, a move I was going to be there for a while, if not forever. This is my second. It would have been my second brokerage in less than 2 years. So I didn't want to make it look like, man, he's just hopping everywhere, Right. But I really wanted to make a strong decision on that. I think looking at how eXp is built for the future, okay, that had a big influence on me as well. I was like, man, when I used to work for an insurance company, they spent a lot of money on virtual, being virtual instead of sending guys out to the homes, out to the houses to inspect houses. We were doing it on someone's phone. So seeing how eXp was so cutting edge with their technology and being a cloud-based brokerage, I think that helped me a lot as well, man. But it wasn't too much I could find, man, to just say, man.
When you were talking about poking holes, you were just trying to find poking holes, and every time you poked a hole, you saw more reason why to.
Yeah, I was Googling stuff. I was YouTubing it and trying to figure out why did this person didn't like eXp and everything like that. So, man, I was just trying to find anything I could find to say no, but it was hard for me to say no, man, just to be honest. Yeah. Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about your team now and where you guys are looking to go. What's it? You have a name for your team? Is it
it's called the Berry Group.
The Berry Group. Okay. So what's the Berry Group look like now?
So the Berry Group consists of about 6 agents at the moment. And man, we just excited to serve people. That's what we do. I'm excited, man. This is a new venture for me as well, being a leader of a team.
Right.
So that's just one of the things that I've been kind of, I didn't see this in the beginning, but I found that, like, man, I really, really enjoy, helping agents and training agents, and making an impact on them, not just helping them learn how to sell homes, but to turn them into business owners. You know, that was one thing I had to switch my mindset from when I first came over. It was more so of, I'm not just an agent selling a house. I run a real estate company, you know, and that's where we are, man. I'm trying to train each one of them, man. You run a business, you run a real estate business, and you're not just an agent, So that's kind of where we are right now. Yeah, just trying to serve Orangeburg and surrounding areas, and I do some business in Columbia, but mainly Orangeburg is our main hub right here.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought you guys were closer in Columbia. So you just are doing business in Columbia. I need to make sure we have you down for Orangeburg referral partner.
Yeah, man. Please send them to us. We'll take care of them.
Yeah, we'll make sure we do that. I don't think we have anybody strong in Orangeburg right now. So I'm glad you told me that. So where's the Berry Group? I say that right? Berry Group?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Berry Group going now? Where do you see the future of the Berry Group?
And just being totally transparent with you, Jacob, that's something that I really got to sit down and figure out, just to be honest. I didn't see myself with 6 agents right now, so I have to really, do another, like, goal or whatever, and figure this thing out, because we just passionate about, serving people wherever that might take us. And we're taking it from there. So that's just me being transparent, Jacob. Yeah.
Well, sounds like you guys are rooted in something very fundamental, with a great foundation. So that sounds good, man. Wilmont, if anybody wanted to reach out to you about eXp, how would they get a hold of you?
Oh, man. First off, you can call me. I'll put it out there. Call me. I'll put my number out there, 803-347-3329. If you just want to just have a conversation, no pressure, call me. Also, I have an email, wilmont@theberrygroup.com. You can send me an email. You can find me on Facebook under my name, Wilmont Berry, or Instagram at the Berry_group. And you can follow me on there as well. So
awesome, man. What's one thing, if you have someone that's listening to this video right now, maybe they're on the fence about eXp, maybe they're just looking at it, they don't see the opportunity yet. Wow. And these searchers, they're in discovery mode like we were, and you just want to yell something from the mountaintops so that they get smacked by that thing they need to see. What do you want to share with those eXp discoverers right now?
Oh, wow. I mean, well, 2 things. Do your research. Do your research. I mean, I want you to try to find something that you don't like, and actually talk to somebody. Talk to somebody in eXp and ask them about those particular items, that you might be concerned about. The second thing is, if you're not growing where you are, you're not. If you're not growing where you are, I got this quote: if you're not growing, you need to go. Okay. If you go where you grow. So if you want to go to a place where, man, you're surrounded by a lot of growth and you want to grow, man, I believe that eXp is the place for a lot of people that desire that. If you're happy, I tell people this all the time as well, Jacob. If you're receiving value where you are and you're happy, man, hey, knock it out the park. But if you want more, and if you want to grow, man, come check out eXp. Yeah.
Yeah. I always say, if you're looking to learn, you're like-minded, you want to grow,
yeah,
you gotta go check it out, man.
Gotta come check it out, man. What's the worst?
Yeah. Good. If you're interested, if anybody's watching this and you want more information about eXp, reach out to Wilmont. Go follow him on Instagram. Go check him out. Wilmont, I appreciate you taking some time and hopping on here today. And I wish your team and the Berry Group great success, man. And I'm definitely going to put you down, let my admin know that we got a referral partner in Orangeburg, South Carolina. So thank you again, man. I really appreciate it. And with anybody else that's looking to get the eXp, do your research. Listen to Wilmont, do your research, reach out to someone at eXp and find out why it doesn't make sense, right? Figure out, poke the holes in it that you need to. Work the process.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, thanks again, Wilmont. I really appreciate your time. Peace out, brother. And everybody else watching, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Everybody make it a great day.
Appreciate you, Jacob.
Appreciate you.